Sometimes the news finds you.
All stations can keep up. At Adaba FM, we'll not only give you news at the speed of nanosecond, but we also break it down with up-to-date analysis, informed opinions, and distinct professionalism. That's why you love us. Adaba 88.9 FM, your go-to station.
It's midday. Good afternoon. Glad to have you join us. I'm Adeola Adekunle with Global News. In the news, Buhari to attend Tinubu'S campaign rally in 10 states. Mozambique issues tropical storm warning. Deadly riot in Mexico after El Capo's son arrest.
This is the news.
President Muhammadu Buhari will fully participate in the last lap of the presidential campaign of the APC after flagging it off in Jos, the Plateau State capital, last November. Director of Public Affairs and Chief Spokesperson Tinubu Shatima Presidential Campaign Council Festus Keyamo made the disclosure after releasing the party's revised campaign schedule on Friday in Abuja. Keyamo said the president will lead the campaign train in at least 10 states of the Federation while also attending the grand finale in Lagos. He thanked President Buhari for his leadership and galvanizing APC members and supporters across the country. Keyamo urged party faithfuls and supporters to turn out en masse as usual in the forthcoming campaign rallies. In the latest campaign timetable, the president is billed to join the campaign train in Adamawa State on January the 9th, Yobe State on January the 10th, Sokoto State on January the 16th, Kwara State on January the 17th, and Ogun State on January the 25th. Buhari will attend the rally in Cross River State January the 30th, Nasarawa State on February the 4th, Katsina State on February the 6th, Imo State on February the 14th, and the grand finale in Lagos State on February the 18th. Now, the state chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Ade Adetimehin, has expressed optimism that the presidential candidate of the party, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will win massively in the state. Adetimehin said the entire structure of the party has been activated to mobilize vote for Tinubu and other candidates of the party. He spoke while featuring on Media Parley on Adaba FM ahead of Tinubu's visit to Ondo State for campaign on Saturday, January the 7th, 2023. Adetimehin said the state is fully prepared to host Tinubu and the APC presidential campaign team.
APC is a party of the people. We are a grassroots party. Go across the 18 local government, the 203 ward, you will see activities towards this our rally. And you can go across the 18 local government. All our members across the 18 local government, 203 wards, and 3,933 units. These are people that is mobilizing to come to Akure on Saturday. On Saturday, Akure will be locked down. This is not boasting. You will see it. We don't let crowd. We give what we have. We have people behind us.
Adetimehin said Tinubu is the most credible and competent among other candidates to lead Nigeria.
Within Ondo State, beyond Ondo State, even other political parties, not APC, everybody is key into it. They believe that Asiwaju is the best material, is the best candidate, is the best person at this point in time to lead this country to a promised land. Because you can only give what you have. You don't give what you don't have. In the area of legislature, he has performed. In the area of the executive, he has performed. In the area of business, he has performed. So, Asiwaju is somebody that has capacity as passion for development. When you talk about human capital, Achaju is the only person that can rival the late sage Awolowo.
That was Ondo State APC Chairman Ade Adetimehin speaking on Tinubu's visit to Ondo State for campaign on Saturday, January the 7th, 2023. Soldiers in the breakaway region of Somaliland have withdrawn from a disputed town after several days of deadly violence. Opposition parties and human rights organizations accuse the troops of killing at least 10 people during protests last week in the town of Lasanod. The demonstrators took to the streets after gunmen killed a politician. The local mayor said military leaders had ordered troops to return to barracks so that the situation could normalize. Lasanod is claimed by Somaliland, which declared independence from Somalia in 1991, as well as by Puntland, a region in northern Somalia. Mozambique has issued warnings of a possible tropical storm in the southern coastal province of Gaza, where heavy rains and possible flooding are expected to start from Friday. The National Institute of Meteorology has urged residents to take precautionary measures to fortify their houses and to not venture outside. The Southern Africa region has witnessed increasing frequency and intensity of extreme weather events, which the UN has linked to the climate crisis facing Africa. Mozambique Meteorological Institute says strong winds accompanied by rains of up to 50 millimeters per hour are expected. The storm could affect the northern areas as well as those on the coast of the province. You're listening to Global News on 88.9 FM Akure, transmitting from Ilaramoki. After the break, deadly riot in Mexico after El Capo's arrest. Details in the second part of the bulletin. Join us again.
The news on Adaba 88.9 FM.
Glad to have you back for news, update and live streaming. Visit our website www.adaba89.fm or download Adaba FM app on Google Play Store. You can be part of us on our social media platforms www.facebook.com/AdabaFM 88.9 on Facebook, at Adaba 89 FM on Instagram and Twitter, and Adaba FM TV on YouTube. You can provide us information via email newsroom@adaba889.fm. Until the rest of the bulletin, at least 16 people were killed when a passenger bus rammed into a stationary lorry on Friday morning on Uganda's highway that links the capital, Kampala, to the northern town of Gulu. Police say 12 people died on the spot, while 4 others died later at a hospital. Several other travelers on the bus were injured. The lorry was said to have been parked and loading cargo about a kilometer from Kamdini Corner, a popular stopover and checkpoint in the north of the country. There have been worrying levels of road carnage in the country in recent weeks, and especially over the festive season. A traffic police report earlier this week revealed that 104 road accidents had been recorded between December the 30th and January the 1st. At least 35 people were killed in these road crashes alone. Germany and the US have agreed to send armored fighting vehicles referred to as light tanks to Ukraine in a new weapons package for the Kiev government. This comes after a conversation between Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz and US President Joe Biden. Reports say the US weapons package includes about 50 Bradley fighting vehicles as part of security assistance totaling about $2.8 billion. Ukraine has scored some battlefield successes since the Russian forces invaded last February, but has asked allies for heavier weapons to defend itself. Germany's decision to supply modern armored personnel carriers comes after France said it would soon hold talks with Ukraine to arrange for the delivery of its own AMX-10 RC light tanks. The German government did not specify how many modern AMX will be supplied or when. At least 3 security force personnel have died in clashes in the state of Sinaloa after the arrest of a son of notorious Mexican drug kingpin El Capo. Reports say Ovidio Guzman Lopez, alleged to be a leader of his father's former cartel, was captured in Sulianca and transferred to Mexico City. Furious gang members set up roadblocks, set fire to vehicles, and attacked a local airport. 2 planes were hit by gunfire while preparing to take off, which made authorities to cancel more than 100 flights at 3 Sinaloa airports. The state governor said 18 people had been admitted to hospital. And sports, Manchester City closed the gap on Premier League leaders Arsenal to 5 points with victory over injury-ravaged Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. The reigning champions struggled in the first half before 2 of manager Pep Guardiola's substitutes combined to break the deadlock after 63 minutes. Riyad Mahrez turning in Jack Grealish's low cross at the far post. Chelsea enjoyed the better of the first half despite adding both former City forward Raheem Sterling and Christian Pulisic in a lengthening injury list, with substitute Kani Chukwuemeka hitting the post from the edge of the area. Graham Potter would justifiably point to Chelsea's ill luck with absentees, but the bottom line is this defeat leaves them in the unaccustomed position of 10th, 10 points off the Champions League places. City, meanwhile, will be happy to get 3 points, despite being nowhere near their best and on a rare night when scoring machine Erling Haaland failed to hit the targets. And to end global news, a recap of our top stories. President Muhammadu Buhari will fully participate in the last lap of the presidential campaign of the APC after flagging it off in Jos, the Plateau State capital, last November. We told you that Mozambique has issued warnings of a possible tropical storm in the southern coastal province of Gaza, where heavy rains and possible flooding are expected to start from Friday. At least 3 security force personnel have died in clashes in the state of Sinaloa after the arrest of a son of notorious Mexican drug kingpin El Capo. That's Global News. It was edited by Olasukomi Elujoba. I'm Adeola Adekunle. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.